if you've been watching our newest venture with the Barbie Us dolls, this is going to be just a little video journal or show you what I'm doing. This is going to be the closed condo. A nice free play area that's going to be on a platform down at the bottom with wheels and the airplane on top. First things first, this is from Costco, so I forget what this was called. Maybe I'll put it down at the bottom. It was this brand with a monster kind of theme, and it had furniture, which we've repurposed some of it in some of the Ever After High stuff. And I think we might have a few pieces left, not sure at this point. First things first though, I'm going to take off the doors, which have some stickers on it, so that's not a big deal. But just, I'd like to use my platform for laying stuff on, so this would make us have to put things away. And I don't want to do that. So this is going to be Gracie's room here. It's the shortest of them all. This will be the mom's room, mama's room, mine. We'll of course have our own initials because we have our own dolls. And this will be Alex's room. So just something we can kind of turn around when we're not playing with it if it looks messy, and it can be messy. And at the same time I can have fun with my OCD and clothes. The back, maybe something interesting will come with that. I don't know. As I said, first things first, I'm going to get these doors off, check it out, and give it a good prime. And then we'll see which way it goes. I know Gracie wants a purple room. She said that. But Alex is going to make a platform and put some wheels on it so we can have it in the middle of the doll room, but be able to move it around. And it's not a bad size. So basically, we're moving into to Salem, the Monster Highland. And this is going to be a closed condo. Don't got it all figured out. It's going to be simple and mostly revolve around clothes. I think I had gotten this, gosh, back in September, because you never pass up bunk beds when you see them at the store, because this $20 item can become a $50 to $100 item on eBay, so not giving that up. So this is going to be Alex's room. I've been collecting gathering some little containers. This is going to be my room with my clothes, and this is going to be Grace's room. Would I like doing some swip and swap, but that won't fit on this one. And Grace has got the shorter doll, so she's getting the shorter room. Mom, of course, is getting the bigger room. And Alex gets this room. So we can play and throw everything in, put it away, make it be one of those kind of spots. And here's the best part. Finally, since I intended on mixing Barbie in with the doll room here and there and bring those together, this works out good. We're going to make a little platform on top so it's a lot more sturdy, and this gives me an opportunity of what I really wanted was to have it open so you can actually see it instead of hanging it from the ceiling. And that's going to be a fun little addition. It's only taken 1.5 years to figure out where to put it. So let's hope the wheels work out, and we'll be getting to that sooner or later. No promises on when, but that there is a project. Moving right along. Okie dokie. So it was very, very wobbly, and now it's not, because I took caulking and I filled in all the major cracks. What made it wobbly was this wasn't in very good to really shore it up and make it nice and square and heavy duty. So I've basically caulked all those areas, not in the thing, just on here. Now on the back, I did all the way around each one, and then filled in my little holes here. They won't be perfect, but this is a different kind of project, but it should definitely blend in. And now I have my favorite primer. No sand on all surfaces. I need to call them so they would sponsor me. Well, whatever. Anyway, I'm just priming now to put a coat on it. I have decided that this area here is kind of a waste and gives me only X amount of space to attach it to the platform we're going to make. So I'm going to ask Alex to get the jigsaw out, and these will come out with screws, but then right here I think we're going to cut that off. Then we can screw and silicone to the entire base a lot, and that'll bring it down if we're playing, and then the wheels should bring it up some, so that'll just be more comfortable too, and more secure. And the lower it is, the center of gravity here, the least likely chance we have to have it tipping on us. Okay, let me get back to this. I got most of the priming done. Now I have this upside down. Okay, so I did not prime the ceilings except for right here where the holes were, because I knew I was going to do something attached to the ceiling and I wanted a good bond between the stuff, the silicone or caulk, and the ceiling and not the paint. I didn't want to stick it to the paint. So this is going to be one of those times where it's going to sound very confusing, but hopefully I'm giving you a good enough visual in addition with my words that you can figure out where I'm going, because this is totally on the fly trying to figure out a way for this to work. Again, this is upside down, so I'm trying to make an area for long clothes to hang, dresses and things like that. I have these blocks that I bought so long ago, and now I'm getting some use out of them. I also have the dowels that came in this size. Use my little miter saw to cut them so I could turn, you know, one each, the right size, have a brace point, and make this width not so wide, because these aren't very strong and they could easily snap. So I didn't want to just do one, and it gives me, of course, a couple extra few inches. So I've taken the blocks and I've put one on the behind, and I've used silicone in this case. Luckily it's at the ceiling, so, and I'm going to paint the ceiling white for sure, so even if the paint doesn't stick to the silicone, it will still look okay. And there should be so many clothes here we won't see anyway. So the reason I'm doing two against there, well, let me get back. Yeah, I'm definitely confused on this one. I took the silicone and I put it here and here, and then I put just a dab of hot glue to glue it on, so that stays in place while it's drying. And I've done that everywhere here as well. I'm taking the hot glue and just to give myself extra strength, just squeezing as much as I can hide in there. Remember, this is underneath or upside down, so it doesn't matter. So that can fall in and give me more strength. I'm going to try it everywhere I can to get as much strength as I can. So now when I come over here, I'm going to do a second one on each one. Now that is going to give me this away from here, because the hanger would not quite make it without hitting. So this will give me the proper, when I glue these on, however I'm going to do that, that will give me the proper space for the hanger to make room and not hit, and this should be pretty good. There's other hangers I have that fit better on this. Oh, I can't do this with one hand. They fit better on there and they'll roll and stuff. Sometimes that can be a pain in the butt, because then they fall off easy because the clothes aren't heavy. Whereas these ones, they're so tight, they kind of snap on and stay in place. I can't do it. I'll have to show it. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. This is not as hard with two hands or a proper hand. So it kind of sticks on there, and I don't mind that because it'll kind of keep them in place. And hopefully this will wear down like a regular bar. I just ordered a box of these that have 60 hangers, and 20 are like this, so they're not going to go to waste, which is great. Imagine if there were shorts on them, or, well, shorts don't really hang. Whatever. Skirts, I don't know. Shirts. There'll be shirt hangers. Okay, so that's where I'm going with that. I'm going to do the, yeah, this is definitely confusing. So by the time I do two, then I'm going to glue this in here, hide as much as I can, yeah, stay there, hide as much as I can, and then lock it in place with that for a front, so it looks nice and gives me more reason to latch on to that and hide that. So all in all, when you see this for a visual, let me get it ready. Of course, this is upside down. I've done my math on my thing here. That's kind of how it will look. Of course, this will come down some. And like I said, I hope that visual helps you. So now we'll have clothes that can hang long, and I've definitely grown in wardrobe size without a doubt, and Ken gets the littler one. Yeah, that's what's happening. I got this side pretty much figured out. So what I did was I took the hot glue gun. This side is done, this side is not, and I worked it onto the edges to kind of make like a weld, sort of quasi weld, and I did that on each one. And then I took my caulk, so this should cover up any silicone that may have squirted out, although I have my wet towel ready, of course, to wipe my fingers and all that good stuff. So I filled in each, I didn't do this side, but each thing that'll kind of hold the hot glue, and this might be total overkill, but I just wanted to hold. Put it all in here. I'm taking advantage of that since we're not going to see that. Put as much glue as I can in there. I'm also filling in any cracks, so with the caulking, so that by the time I paint it, prime it and paint it, this is going to look like it's like built in. So then I took some hot glue and I just glued that in to get it into place. Put a whole bunch underneath where again it is hidden, and that should work out really good. Next I'm gonna put the second one on there, and before I do, I'll put as much as I can in there, goop some, or maybe even after I'll stick my finger in there and get some more caulking under there to hold that best it can be. And then once it's done, it should be easy to cover with caulk and look pretty nice once it's flipped over. So everything I did there I'll repeat. It's nice to know that my hanger has got a good enough amount of space and has got space in the back too. So far, so good. Here's a good look at this angle. Remember, we're upside down. This is working out really well. I'm happy so far. It's been a little struggle and a little figuring out, but it's happening here. You can see where I'm filling that all in as much as I can, and then afterwards putting the hot glue around. That's a little wet still, so I'm waiting. I got this piece ready to go. Oops, don't forget where I got it. It's kind of like a little puzzle putting it together. Let's see if I can pull this off one-handed. What I've been doing is putting near the bottom, like really thinking where stuff needs to go. Put a quick, I'm looking at the thing, a quick bit there. It doesn't have to be neat because it's basically just to hold it in place. Oh yes, I'm pulling it off, one-handed. Okay, you can see the caulk. Well, this one is silicone. We can pick that off after, make sure that's smooth with the hot glue. I can pull all that off as it dries. And where it squeezes out, pressing it in. Remember, this is silicone, so I want to cover it. And then using my cloth to wipe it up. I wish I would have thought ahead and not primed that, but this is more of the support, and this is more of a cover. For the most part, it's still helping support on this side, but as long as that one's sturdy, I think we're good to go. And when that happened, then I went like this and stuck some more hot glue in there, kind of pull it away, take the finger burn if it's gonna happen, and push it very quick, so that hot glue dries fast. The silicone does not, but like I said, the hot glue is holding it in place for the most part. All right, now that's okay. Now we got it. So it's a bar straight across for lots of stuff. And then I will take my caulk. I will do this hot glue treatment over here just to make it look nice. And then I will put caulk in all of this to cover it up. I'll cover up these screws too. And then I will figure out if I can add some shirt ones that are not quite so big. Maybe on the side, I don't know yet. I gotta figure that out. I'm right along on this project, which is so exciting because I just didn't plan this right now. I think I'm supposed to be doing Duchess's dorm, but it's not. I don't know. You know, you gotta jump around when you're feeling it. So, feeling it. Did that, looks good. Seems pretty strong. Have to be careful. I mean, with any of these that you get closets and rods with dull stuff, you have to watch it. Once it breaks, it's ruined. So I got to be careful. Now I thought, you know, since this is going to be a closed condo, I might as well go for the gusto and do some more over here. And then maybe those could be just for shirts, and then the shoe thing can be here. And I think the bed is low, and it's not really about a bedroom per se. The bed is mostly because I want that, well, the opposite way, that bunk bed in. So anyway, I decided to do another set of rods on each side. Might as well get ready in case we have a lot going on here, which will probably happen. Oh, hey, it's a dream come true too, right? So I used the same way I put those on. I put these on, did the glue around the bottom, then did the caulk. Now for this rod, since it's a bit smaller, I decided to, and for looks, because you know, this rod's gonna come this way, and I'm doing this too as I move it, me and my visuals. Do you ever have a real turn in your closet and you know how the corner is kind of useless and dumb? You get a useless space here. So I was just trying to avoid that and keep it looking neat. So all I did was I put this one. I'm afraid of the wood touching the wood in terms of hot glue to make this stay on. So I did put the teeniest, tiniest little dab of this to hold it in place again, but I used a caulking to make it, you know, to get that seal in between the wood and wood. Makes me feel better. Then afterwards I hit it with the hot glue and tried to get it over in here, any little bit of extra. It's seeming pretty strong, and I haven't even done that side. So that's giving me a good thing. I remember this is upside down. And I'm debating on a button or some doodad here to make the end cap look pretty. So I'm simply going to repeat that over here. And here's your visual if you don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do that and see what I come up with next. Oh, and I am definitely going to take this and paint it white. I'm really feeling a white theme. I just am. Like the clothes and the accessories can kind of stand out as decor. That's what I'm feeling now at this point. As